Hello folks and welcome to 4 Season Backpacking. Please subscribe for the latest outdoor adventure videos.
Okay guys, I'm back where I left off in the last episode, just before the restrictions kicked in, and today is the 12th of April 2021 and I start the Cumbria Way again. Well, it's been a while since I've been up here. Last time I come up here in one of my videos, I camped up near the Shepherd's Memorial just before we go up Skiddaw. I was camping in my old Marmot grid tent. There was quite a lot of snow about on the tops of the mountains anyway. It was really quite windy and cold. I had my old Maverick drone, so it coped with the wind fairly well. Got a bit of drone footage up by the memorial, but I won't be doing that today. I'm just gonna have a quick look at it and carry on. Well, I can't believe it. There's actually been here at the Shepherd's Memorial and Skiddaw car park, which I'll be making use of to have a coffee. Brilliant. So path going up there, I don't know if you can see it on the video, goes up to Skiddaw eventually, over a couple of hills I think, or one hill and gets to the top, possibly. It's been a while since I've been up there. And then you've got the Shepherd's Memorial up there, which I've decided I'm not going to go to, and carry on the Cumbria Way. It's just a little bit off, and I have got some video of it in the past. I might put that up on this video now. I didn't bother bringing the Canon's gimbal. I bought the Canon camera, but I'm filming on the GoPro, was it GoPro 7 or GoPro 8? I can't remember now. It's been a while since I used it, because I normally use the Canon camera now. This is probably not coming out too well because the GoPro doesn't handle these shadows very well, but I find the stabilisation in the daytime much better than my Canon camera. That's why I'm using this, and it's just more convenient, to be honest. And as I said, I haven't got the gimbal, so the stabilisation is a little bit better on this today. I don't think you can see the path on here, but I've just come from down up there with a fantastic view over there. Absolutely perfect weather today, pretty much no wind. It's a little bit chilly, sun's out. I'm surprised how quiet it is. It's seriously quiet here. There was hardly anyone on the bus or train on the way. It's the first day that you can camp overnight. There's hardly anyone here. The weather's perfect. Very surprised. I think somewhere over there is Castle Rigger Stone Circle. Not sure whereabouts, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere over there. So basically the Stone Circle is right in the centre of this picture, just about, I think. I can see it. So it's right over there. Well, this is a really pleasant walk so far. I did this years ago, walking up to the highest YHA or hostel in England, at least. I think it might be in Britain, which is up here at some point. Well folks, can't help myself, can I? Look at the size of my bag. Even though I'm just camping with a tarp and bivvy. Oh guys, I've got a Spot X tracker, which I've activated and I'm now using, so I might do a bit of a review on that as well in this series of videos. This is beautiful, guys, or folks I should say. Absolutely beautiful. Right, I remember this. Last time I walked along here was in pretty strong wind and a lot of rain. Not very nice conditions really. It's alright at the moment. The path's a good size. I mean, it's better than the coast path actually. It's quite big drops. It's a bit of a slope, it's not vertical. Let's see, two other hikers coming down this way. Actually, this path is not as bad as I remember it. I think it's just because I was in terrible weather the last time I come up here. It was a bit trying to stay on your feet sort of weather with the wind, which I don't like walking along these type of paths in that kind of weather. Well, I just met two hikers who just passed me, and they've come up all the way up here from London. I presume they're staying somewhere in the town because they just had day packs. Yeah, it's nice speaking to them. They're telling me it was snowing down in London as well this morning. It was snowing in Oxfordshire this morning, so I was really expecting to see a lot of snow up here. Almost bought the snow chains. I'm glad I didn't now, because there is no snow. But it's going to be a really cold one tonight because the sky's going to be clear, and it's going to be awesome for star-lapse for photography tonight. So that's where I've just come from. It's a valley I'm walking along, or canyon, and there is where I'm going. That's where I'm going. Just walk forward down the canyon there, and there's where I just come from. Be interesting to see what's around this corner. Well, folks, there seems to be like a shepherd's hut on the other side of this valley. Almost looks like it could be a bothy, but I know it's not. But I'm not seeing anyone. I've only seen two people walk along this path since I started, and walking the other way towards me, and no one on the other side, that path on the other side. And look at the weather, and it's the first day that you're allowed to camp out, you know, with the restrictions easing. I'm blown away by this. I can't believe there's no one here. I thought this place would be heaving with people and people camping out. Maybe everyone's gone to Scarfell Pike. And you might think, hey Rich, haven't you got your drone? Yes, I have. But half this is in shadow, half of it is out of shadow. I don't think it's going to come out very well. So my plan is to get the drone out when I find a place to put the bivvy. I do actually have the tarp as well, just in case it decides to hammer it down with snow or rain. This is actually the part of the not have I been saying Cumbria Way? I'm doing the Cumbria Way, not bloody Cumbria Way. I'm sure I've been saying that. I'm not sure, but this is the part of the Cumbria Way I've been really looking forward to, as I did it years and years ago, this part, up until the highest hostel, which I think was actually closed when I got there. I wasn't going to stay there anyway, I was camping. Not sure where I went after that. I camped up on the hill somewhere, I think. It's not very good light for videoing or photography at the moment, with the shadows and the bright light, but it's an amazing day, I have to say. No people about at all. No people. I would say for anybody new to hiking in the mountains in the UK, I want to do a long distance trail in the mountains. The Cumbria Way is definitely one to think of doing. It's pretty easy really. As long as you get nice weather like this, there's nothing to it really. If you've got you need a level of fitness. You don't have to be super fit to do this. Probably the best time of year in the lakes or Scotland will be in May, because usually the flies or midges haven't got really bad at that moment, but they'll still be about, but they won't be as bad as they are in full-on summer. And it's the month with the least amount of rain, I believe, and the least amount of wind. Although of course you could have problems with water sources if there's not much rain. On the small streams there might not be any water for refilling, especially if it's a hot May. But if it's like if it's not too hot, I'd say May is definitely the the best time of year for hiking, especially in Scotland if you're thinking of doing the Cape Wrath Trail or West Highland Way, or even East Highland Way, or any of the other trails in Scotland. Not a single person in sight, which I'd say is normally quite a popular route. No wind, just sunshine. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I'm almost at the highest hostel in England or Britain. Correct me if I'm wrong. Got a gate coming up. It's getting very cold now, guys. Right guys, I switched to the Canon G2 5, oh god knows, you know, the one I normally use. And that is the highest YHA or hostel in Britain or England. Well, there it is folks, the highest hostel in England or Britain. I'm not going to walk up to it because it looks like it's gated off and it's private property. I don't know if you can read that, but if you can pause it if you want to read it. It's about the hostel up here. So yeah, unfortunately it's you have to pre-book it for groups of up to 6 people. You can't just turn up and stay here, so it's closed for that at the moment, but yeah, I think you can pre-book it, it says here. It's a real shame. It looks like a really nice hostel. It looks pretty much the same as when from what I remember when I came up here last. Yeah, and I think it was closed then as well actually. Okay, I think I'm going to make a move. I'm going to camp not far from here, I think, where there's a water source. Originally I was going to stay at the Lingy Hut. I stayed there before anyway, and to be honest, if there are any people about, there will definitely be people in the hut. So I'm not too far away where I think I'm going to put the tent. Whether I can, not tent, sorry, the bivvy. Whether it's a good place to bivvy or not, I don't know yet. Hopefully it's not damp. It's by a stream, which I really need, because it's going to be freezing tonight. I've got a hot water bottle, so that should help keep me warm. This looks like it'd be a really good place to camp if it wasn't for the fact that the stream is not here. It's a bit further along. I'm not sure how much further along. This would be ideal along here, somewhere along here, to a bivvy. It's a bit sloped though. There's a sheep pen there. Okay, it's time to cook me a meal. Just got some water out the stream by me. I had this in the sleeping bag to keep it warm. Hopefully it makes a bit of a difference. Well, it is freezing temperature. There's ice already gathering on my tarp. I want to get this done, and then I'm going to boil up some water for my hot water bottle. You know what I've gone and done? I forgot to bring the heat reflector, which is a wind guard as well. Luckily there's no wind tonight, but I could do with a heat reflector for sure. So yeah, that's not good. I don't really want to buy another heat reflector while I'm here. I've already got one. Maybe I can make one out of the tin foil I've got, if I need to, or I could just put a bag in front of the wind. But the heat reflector would have been really ideal, as it's really cold. So yeah, so I'm just waiting on this water to boil up to put into my dehydrated meal here. It's a Mediterranean vegetable pasta by Expedition Foods. All that's clean. And don't forget to take the silicone out. Silicone. I'll pick that up in a minute. I am starving. Hopefully that was boiled enough. I put it through the filter anyway, so it should be okay. I can have enough water. Hopefully. Doesn't have a marker how much water's put in, but I reckon I put quite enough in. Hopefully. Well, I'm going to leave the spoon in there actually. Reseal that up. I don't have a cosy like some people do. I'll just use this. Hopefully it doesn't spill everywhere. Actually, thinking about it, that might not be a good idea, will it? Put it up like that. Right. Yeah, that'll be my cosy. And now I'm just going to fill this up from a hot water bottle. Fill up my hot water bottle and get in my sleeping bag. I'm not going to do any more filming. The only filming I'm going to do now is probably a star-lapse. It looks like it's going to be a good night for stars. So I'm going to get in here. I'm not going to film me getting in the sleeping bag, then having to get out again and put these big boots on and take the cap. It's just freezing. It's really cold. So this is probably a good night